A study was conducted in the year 2004 which showed that an average office worker switches from one task to another every 2.5 minutes. In 2012, this became every 75 seconds, and in 2022 it became every 45 seconds. So what reason would have contributed this shift from 75 seconds to 45 seconds task switching? The rapid advancements in technology, especially the widespread adoption of computers, smartphones and the internet, have made information more accessible. With instant messaging, emails and notification, employees are constantly bombarded with distractions, leading to more frequent task switching. Besides, in this modern environment, we are constantly bombarded with notifications, emails, SMS, chats, and we are in a constant state of urgency to reply to them, and that leads to task switching at a continuous fast pace. And this explains why we have shorter attention span today as compared to any other time in the past. In today's video, we are going to talk about several techniques that can help you increase your focus and concentration level. And we will cover one of the chapters which is named Focus in the book Limitless by Jim Kwik. This is a book that I read a few days ago, and it is full of insightful data, concepts, techniques, and strategies that can help you supercharge your life. Publishers Weekly, the book has sold over 1 lakh copies since its release in April 2020. The success of this book has been attributed to various techniques and strategies that has been shared by the author Jim Kwik, which will talk about speed reading, enhancing focus, enhancing brain capability, focus levels, concentration, and so on. Jim Kwik is a widely recognized brain performance and accelerated learning expert. He's known for his work as a brain coach to celebrities, entrepreneurs, and professionals, helping them unlock their full potential. Jim Kwik, the author of the book, suffered a brain injury at a very early age, and this inspired him to share his knowledge and to help people to develop their memory, focus, and concentration levels. So, coming back to the main topic of the video, which is focus and concentration, we all want to improve our focus and concentration levels, especially in today's time when we all are so distracted due to technology and other factors. Concentration is at the crux of all human success and endeavor, as emphasized by Hindu priest, entrepreneur, and former monk Dandapani. He compares concentration to a muscle that goes stronger with practice. So, concentration is also like a muscle that can be developed with implementing effective strategies, tools, and concepts. So, let's begin with those tools and techniques that has been shared in the book Limitless by author Jim Kwik. The first strategy is creating a clutter-free environment. Various studies have shown that physical clutter competes for your attention, reducing performance and increasing anxiety level. To combat these, always remove distractions when you're studying or when you're working on something that requires focus and concentration level. So, for example, if you're preparing for your competitive exams or you have a presentation to give the next day, make sure the place where you're working, your study area, is clutter free. There are very few, as minimal distractions as possible. Only keep those things that you really need on your study table or works. Suppose if you're working on your computer, you're preparing the presentation or you're preparing the notes of your exams on your computer, make sure that you close all the unnecessary tabs, because the more tabs you have opened, the more it is pulling your attention and removing you from the flow state. The second technique is multitasking versus task switching. See, whenever we are doing multitasking, it may seem like a badge of productivity. We may feel like we're doing so much in less time. But that is not multitasking. What in reality is happening is task switching. We are switching from one task to another in a single unit of time. And that leads to a lot of inefficiencies in life. So whenever you're working, try to focus on a single task without switching from one task to another in a less span of time. The third technique is facing procrastination head on. See, we have to understand that procrastination is something that is fueling distraction and hindering our focus and concentration level. So, whenever you have a task in hand that you have been wanting to complete for a long time, but you have been procrastinating that also, take small, manageable steps towards that task. Maybe like take one step, even start for like 5-10 minutes on that task, because start is the most difficult. When we start something, we develop a flow state, we take small steps so we know that we have started and then we can continue. So if you have a task in hand that you have been procrastinating for a long time, take small manageable steps towards it. Taking action, the first action you take towards a task, is the most difficult. When you overcome procrastination, you're able to get more focus and concentration in your life overall. The fourth technique is, if you want to develop your concentration skills, you need to focus on one activity for a longer period of time. For example, this is what meditation does. If you're wanting to meditate and to bring back your focus to your breath, so whenever you're distracting, you make a conscious attempt to bring back your focus levels to your breath. And when you do this for an enlarged, longer period of time, your overall focus and concentration level goes up. That is why it is said that meditation is good for our mind, it's good for our brain, it boosts our memory and concentration levels. The fifth technique is understanding that practicing concentration is just not limited to one activity, rather, it can be implemented in all walks and all activities of life. Suppose if you're talking to a friend and you have to hear out what that friend is saying, whenever you're getting distracted, make sure that you make a conscious attempt to bring your attention back to what that person is saying. So you're not just listening to the person, you're actively listening. And when we do actively listening to around everyone, our focus and concentration muscles grow. The sixth technique is calming your mind first thing in the morning. See, we have taken rest for 7 to 8 hours, but as soon as we wake up, most of us say that we reach out to our phone. And when we open our phone after 7 hours of rest, we are bombarded with notifications, emails, WhatsApps, notifications from other people who are looking for our attention. So as soon as we wake up, we make our concentration and focus level wander in different directions into the issues of other people, into the task of other people. So the notifications that I am receiving require my attention. These are not the things that I have to do during the day. These are the things that other people want me to do. So I start replying to them, and my complete day becomes full of distraction. So if you want your day to be distraction less, make sure that you calm your mind, focus your mind on the things that you need to do during the first hour of the day. The seventh technique, and that technique has been shared by a lot of personal development coaches around, is that make time for distractions also. Just like we are making time for focused work, we have to make time for unfocused work also. So, example, if you have worked for 4 hours on something which was really important to you, and you work distraction less than that, you worked in a focused manner in that. Tell your mind that after 4 hours of focused work, you will give 30 minutes to check phone, talk to a friend, or do anything that distracts you. So that is a prize that you're giving to yourself after 4 hours of focused work. So coming back to what I shared in the beginning of the video, in this age of distractions where we are constantly bombarded with so many notifications, if we are able to develop our focus and concentration level, that will give us a big competitive advantage, a advantage that only will stay with us and will give us major advantages in the long run. Because where everyone else is distracted, you are the one who is focused and concentrated at one particular time. So, in this age where most of us are distracted, if you develop your focus and concentration level and you develop this muscle, this will really help you in the long term. So, focus on one activity at one time. Make sure that your environment is clutter free. Do not multitask, and focus on your concentration level in all the activities, and make sure you practice things like meditation, which helps you concentrate on one activity for a longer period of time, because with practice we are able to develop this muscle of concentration and focus. So take action today. I've shared 7 techniques. Maybe something might not work for you, but most of these techniques will work with time. So practice these, take action towards these, take small manageable steps, and let me know how it goes. If you have tried something like this in the past, please do share your experience so you can become an inspiration for other people who are reading that comment. Thank you so much.